All right, today we are diving into a topic that, let's be honest, everyone in the professional world has to deal with: mastering those difficult stakeholders. We're going to break down a really smart, strategic way to turn that potential conflict into actual collaboration and, keep your projects from going off the rails. Let's get right into it.
I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? You've got that one person. You send an update, and the feedback you get back just feels like it's from another planet. You have a meeting, and it's like you're speaking two totally different languages. They're the reason you sometimes hesitate before opening your inbox.
And let's be real, it's way more than just a little annoying. That kind of constant friction, it is exhausting. It drains your energy, it grinds progress to a halt, and it can seriously put all of your hard work in jeopardy. But what if there was a completely different way to approach this?
Okay, now this is the whole game right here. This slide shows the two paths you can take. On the left, you've got the reactive approach. It's our default setting, right? We take it personally, we get emotional, and things just escalate. But on the right, that's the strategic approach. That's about taking a step back, breathing, and analyzing the situation like a puzzle. It's about focusing on their motivation, not just your frustration, because that is what leads to solutions. And that shift is exactly what we're going to master.
So, where do we start? Well, it all kicks off with analysis. Before you can ever hope to manage a relationship, you have to actually understand it. And this isn't about gut feelings or guesswork. No, this is about systematically mapping out where everyone fits into the picture. And this is our main tool for the job, the power/interest grid. It looks simple, but wow, is it effective. You basically take each stakeholder and plot them based on two things: how much power they have to influence your project and how interested they are in it. See that top right box? High power, high interest? Those are the people you need to manage closely, your top priority. Now look at the top left. High power but low interest. Your mission there is just to keep them satisfied. Down in the bottom right, they're super interested but don't have a lot of power, so you just need to keep them in the loop. And bottom left, low power, low interest, a quick monitor is all you need. Seriously, this grid becomes your roadmap for where you should be spending your time and energy.
And that's the key takeaway here. There's no magic sentence that's going to fix everything with everyone. The real secret sauce is doing this homework first. Once you use that grid to figure out where they stand, you can tailor your entire approach to actually be effective.
Okay, so you've done your analysis, you've got your map. Now, it's time to talk. But great communication isn't just one thing. It's a whole toolkit of different skills that you can pull out at just the right moment.
So here are the essentials in that toolkit. Active listening. That's about hearing what's really being said, not just the words. Clear and concise messaging, so there's no room for confusion. Setting expectations early is huge for preventing problems down the road. Regular updates build trust, especially with those high-power folks. And, just choosing the right medium. Sometimes a 5-minute phone call is a million times better than a 3-page email.
But what happens when you hit a wall? When you and a stakeholder just don't agree? Well, that's when we shift gears from just communicating to actual negotiation. But I want you to forget this idea of a big, scary, high-stakes battle. It's not that. Think of it more like a collaborative hunt for common ground.
And you can break it down into 3 really simple steps. First, you prepare. You got to know what you need, but even more important, you have to try and figure out what they really need. What's their hidden goal? Second, you discuss. You just explore options together. This isn't about winning an argument, it's about brainstorming. And finally, you agree on a path forward that ideally works for everybody. It's all about finding that win-win.
All right, now for our final and maybe our most powerful tool in the whole kit. We've talked about the what to do, but to really become a master at this, we have to get to the why. Why is this person acting this way? This is where behavioral insights become your superpower. It's all about looking past their surface-level complaint and playing detective. For example, are they pushing back on your timeline because they're being difficult? Or are they secretly worried their team is about to burn out from another project? Are they fighting you on the budget, or are they feeling intense pressure from their own boss to deliver a quick win? When you understand these hidden drivers, you can solve the real problem, not just argue about the symptoms.
Okay, so we've gone through a lot. Analysis, communication, negotiation, and even a little bit of psychology. Now let's pull it all together into one single winning strategy that you can start using like tomorrow. This quote really gets to the heart of everything we've talked about. Every single tool, every technique, it's all designed to do one thing: to fundamentally shift the dynamic.
You are actively, strategically moving that relationship away from a battle of wills and toward a real partnership focused on a shared goal.
So here it is, your playbook. Step 1, analyze. Put everyone on that grid. Step 2, communicate. Use that analysis to tailor how and when you talk to them. Step 3, negotiate. When you get stuck, focus on what you both want to achieve, not on your fixed positions. And finally, step 4, understand. Always be curious about the human motivation behind what they're doing. This 4-step loop right here is your key.
And that brings us to the end. The real question now is, what are you going to do with all this? Think about that one person who came to mind at the beginning. Based on what we've just covered, what is one thing, just one, that you're going to do differently the very next time you interact with them? Because that's where the real change begins.